I'm from Ukraine, from the capital of Ukraine, from Kyiv. I did inline skating on Saturday. It's not only first, it was my fourth time on rollers. It's dreaming all the time you're running. After the war started, I did maybe 10 runs. It's impossible. You can't run. You like wear everything and then say, oh no. I realized that this situation, I can't change this situation by myself, say stop the war, but I can run. This is like my time. It's for my mind and for my body. It's important, like eating, like sleeping, something like this.
Hey listeners, if you're enjoying the stories, please leave a comment, share, or subscribe to this channel for two reasons. First, you'll get notified when I publish the next story. Second, it inspires me to get you more stories. I'm your host, Kamal Dada. Enjoy the story. Welcome, Yuri, to the podcast. I'm very excited to have you here and learn about your running journey. Welcome.
Welcome. Hello.
Great. Maybe you can start with your little bit of a background.
Okay. I am a lawyer. I started running just 3 years ago in August during the COVID, but I ran just 311 times till this day because of some injuries and because of the war in my country. So I'm not a professional. I ran maybe 8 or 9 marathons.
Oh, great.
But about maybe 50 half marathons.
Oh, wow.
I'm trained by myself, and I'm 43. If it's important, maybe for anyone.
Yeah. So you said you are, and where are you from? Because you mentioned the war word. I need to make sure that people are aware of
Okay.
it.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm from Ukraine, from the capital of Ukraine, from Kyiv, and about 2 years ago, the big war started. So I spent maybe a year in different countries, and I don't have enough time, and maybe even not like even time, but maybe no power, no energy for training. But now I start training more and more. I'm trying to run 5 days a week.
Oh, wow. Great. And you ran this year's Berlin Marathon, right?
Yes, this was my first time in Berlin this year, and the second like a big or official marathon.
Oh,
I
great.
did one more marathon in February. It's in Miami, in United States.
Oh, I see.
So
That's great. Let's share a little bit more about your experience in Berlin. How was the Berlin Marathon for you this year? Key highlights?
yeah, maybe you know, maybe not. I did inline skating on Saturday.
Oh, you
And
did?
then
Oh,
yes,
great.
and
Okay.
then in 14 hours marathon. So I have like double experience, and I can say that I was really surprised because my second official marathon was in New York City, and it was unbelievable. It was great supporters, and I thought that any other marathon can like experience me or inspire me more than New York City. But this Berlin, these like 2 marathons in line skating and running, it was really great. And the COVID ended, and it was like more, I don't know, more friendly, more comfortable, more interesting. That's now I think that maybe it was my best marathon, not like time or pace or something like this, but like experience.
Oh, I see. So you want to highlight a couple of those experiences? What are those that you think it was one of the best marathons for you?
That supporters,
Okay.
the road,
Okay.
and maybe I don't know how to say that, on the finish line, all this day, after the marathon, it was like friendly. A lot of people, a lot of runners, pictures, conversation, something like this. It was like, I don't know, like networking. I don't know how to call it. So all this atmosphere at this day, maybe not even on Monday, but on Sunday, it was really, really great day.
Oh, that's great to hear. And was it your first inline skating in a marathon?
Uh, it's not only first, it was my fourth time on rollers.
Oh,
So
really? Oh,
first
wow.
time I
Yeah.
did inline skating, so it was it was maybe a strange or surprise story, because I don't have a slot to marathon for running.
Okay.
But I decided, okay, if I don't have a possibility to run, I saw at the website that I can go inline skating.
Oh,
And
okay.
I was sure that runners and skaters are having marathon in the same day. So I decided to buy a spot for inline skating, and only after a few weeks, I've gotten information that this is a different day, Saturday and Sunday. And then
Okay.
I did everything possible and impossible and got a registration for the marathon running. So it was like, I don't know how to say about inline skating. Just, okay, I'll try to do it. And I did it. I
Oh,
have only
that's
3 trainings before. That's, but it's really, really interesting experience. So I think that everybody can try it. It's really interesting.
that's good to know. Wow, that's a pretty brave move from on your front. Like, okay, just I'm trying to get into Berlin, and inline skating is a way to get in. So you signed up and then figured out, oh no, it is on Saturday and Sunday, and that was your
Yeah.
fourth time skating too. Kudos to
Yes.
you. I'm glad that you can pull it off. Now let's go back a little bit. You said you started to run during the
3 years ago.
pandemic when you started. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
And then, so how did you get into long distance running?
I maybe I can call it like a challenging way. So it was,
Okay.
I clearly remember that it was Monday, and my friend told me that, oh, if you would like to have like to become healthy, you have to walk for hour or two every day. I
Okay.
say, okay, okay, I'll try. So I went for a walk, but it was really, really boring for me. So
Okay.
I was not in running shoes, but some sneakers, something like this. And I tried to run. I
Hmm.
did 3.5 kilometers, something like this, and felt myself better. And I thought, oh, it would be great to run 5 kilometers, five. And
Okay.
then I came back home, and next day I did five.
Okay.
Then I decided to do 7.5, then 10. So on a seventh day, I did half a marathon. It was about an hour and 50 minutes.
Oh,
And
great.
after this, I decided, oh, I would like more, 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 more. So it takes me 1 month to run marathon. It was about 3 hours and 54 minutes, something like. After this marathon, I like realized, okay, now I can buy running shoes.
Hmm.
Now I can read something about running, about nutrition, about training. And then I start like training and start running. My longest distance was 50 kilometers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But then I have an injury, and for 7 months it stopped running, and then I like continue running.
Great. So you found something out of running that you're continuing that, has helped you in certain
Yeah,
ways. What are those couple of things for you?
it's like maybe like meditation, but for me it's for relaxing and to like be with myself. So I can maybe the most interesting it's dreaming all the time you're running. So
Oh,
dream for
okay.
1 hour, for 3 hours, for 5 hours. It's not really easy. And sometimes thinking about something, but it's all about like good things, about something happy. So I'm not thinking about problems or something like this, but trying to solve some problems. No, that's like thinking about vacation, dreaming about something, maybe even dreaming about the next marathon or
Mhm.
something like this. Uh, I, I can say that this is the feelings when I'm like training, running in my own city. But if we are like talking about running in different cities, for me it's like running tourism. I don't know how to say, but it's like running and sightseeing and something
Yeah,
like this. So it's really, really interesting. And now I'm looking for marathons in beautiful cities and
right.
like trying to get registration and run in this beautiful city.
Oh no, that's definitely a good way to combine travel and running. It can
Yeah,
goes a
yeah,
lot of
yeah,
folks who pick up running because they love traveling at the same time, so they can combine both, and then and go a long way. But you said you were starting in 3.5 years. You ran 300 plus races. That's pretty awesome.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So it's like you're running a lot
311.
of races a year then.
It's not this 311. It's not for this year. It's for whole 3 years.
Yeah, that's a lot too in
Ah,
three
yeah,
years. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, okay, but the distance is about maybe 4,000 kilometers. So
Okay. Okay.
but I always try to run 10 plus kilometers. For me, it's like it's very, I don't know, boring, and it's not interesting for me to run 3, 5 or something like this. I would like to run 40 minutes, hour, 2 hours. So for me, it's more interesting. It's not like a training plan, but for me, it's important to run not less than 10 kilometers. Sometimes it's
I
20,
see you
25.
because you mentioned about the dreaming part, and I know what
Yeah,
you mean to a certain extent because I do find myself too, like meditation part, like it's like you can combine running and meditation, like you're working out and also meditating at the same time. It's pretty
yes,
awesome to do that. So you need a little longer distance to able to do
yes,
that
yes.
and get
I
the value
need
out of it. So I think
and
it makes
no
sense.
circle.
And
And I don't like circles. I would like to run like maybe like one circle, but not to do on like on the stadium or something like this. It's
okay.
50 circles. I don't like it. It's oh,
I see. I see. Oh, that's great. Now, you are in Kyiv in Ukraine, and
yeah.
as you all know, the last 2 years there's a war going on. How was it like running and training when everything that's going around in Kyiv? It must be tough.
Now now it's not tough. Now it's okay. It's like your ordinary life. You know that
Hmm.
sometimes it could be some strikes. I'm not afraid of all this situation. Uh, but maybe first 6 or 10 months, it was even impossible for me to run. So
Hmm.
I maybe in this half a year after the war started, I did maybe 10 runs. It's impossible. You can't run. You like wear everything and then say, oh no, no, no. No energy. I don't even know how to explain it. You just can't run, and you see like no reason
I
why
see.
I'm running. What is this? What I'm doing? What is it everything for?
Hmm.
You're not thinking like about marathons, about any goals. You don't have these ideas because it's like you have problem with like your life, with your country, and you're thinking only about it, and only maybe a year and a half I realized that this situation, I can't change this situation by myself, say stop the war. So this is like my conditions for running. So I know that the war in my country, there is some danger, but I can run. This is like my time. It's for my mind and for my body. It's important. Like eating, like sleeping, and something like this. So that's why I started running 5 times a week, maybe in August this year, just a month or two before this Berlin. And now I'm trying to do these 5 runnings per week.
No, that's great. Thanks for sharing. Now, what are the next goals you are chasing since you ran 5 days and you have done 5 to 7 marathons, 2 world majors? What are the next goals for Yuri?
My next marathon will be in Valencia.
Oh, okay.
2 years ago, I've already run it and did there, really did my personal best. It was like 3 hours and 23 minutes. My goal is like even dream to make 3 hours, 9 minutes. But I'm not sure that it will be possible in 2 weeks. But for me, I'm 43, so it will be the Boston qualification.
Qualifier.
That's the
Okay.
only reason. But I would like to do my personal best in Valencia in December. Just it would be great to run 3 hours, 15 minutes. It would be really, really great
Oh,
for
great.
me.
All the best. I'm sure you'll make
And
Boston qualification run make
oh,
happen one of the days. So,
yeah,
and it
thanks.
looks like you are constantly running in regular on training. So it's just a matter of time. I think you'll get to the Boston qualifying run for sure. Now let's talk a little bit about your support system. Now you have these goals that you're chasing, and you have run a lot of races. Like I say that you are running by yourself, but you're not by yourself. There is a support system you put together that helps you chase those goals. How does that look for you, Yuri?
Uh, it's really like a specific, really maybe an ordinary situation because I don't have a support in my family, just my
Mhm.
kids. So if I talk about my family, my ex-wife, she didn't like running. My
Mhm.
running, not for her. My kids are a little interested in running, but they have no possibility like to visit other countries with me. So they can support me only like tracking me or sending me some in messenger, some messages, something you can do it. Great, and that's all. Also, uh, the place where I live, it's in Kyiv, but this is a part with a private houses, and I don't have here any like runners friends. So I'm
Okay.
running maybe 99% by myself, solely without any people. I have friends runners, and sometimes I ran with them maybe 2 times. But 2 years ago, I ran with them every week, every Sunday. It was like my support team.
I see.
In Berlin, I was by myself without
Mhm.
any friends, without no one. But it was really interesting experience for me because on staying on the start line, you're like you started to talk to other runners to ask them about the experience. So it's maybe even was more interesting than running with friends. You
Right.
know everything about your friends, so you're a bit nervous and preparing for start. But this time in Berlin, there was no friends, and I talked to different runners from different countries. It was really, really interesting. And then after the finish line, I also talked to other people, asked to take pictures, something like this. So it was really interesting experience, but I can't like call it support. So
Right.
in my opinion, I don't have a real support during all my running, something like this. This is the biggest problem, I think, because the supporting people, I think, gives you maybe 20% faster running or something like this. So it's really, really important to have a supporters, people who will say you something during the race and after the race. So I have a problem with such support.
But do you think it's a problem though? Because you ran 300 plus races and quite a few
Yeah,
marathons. Do you think
yes,
it's a
but sometimes,
problem?
yeah, because sometimes I'm dreaming about, for example, I'm dreaming to see my kids after the finish line, and
Oh, I
it
see.
doesn't matter how fast I would be. It's for me, it's important. If I think that if I know that my kids are waiting for me, I'll do it faster. Exactly, 10%
I see.
faster, it's guarantee. So it's my dream. It's my dream to see someone who will great, who will greet me, say hello, congratulations on the finish line
Yeah,
after the finish line.
that's a good point for sure. Yeah, it is always fun to see that somebody's waiting, just
Yeah,
to give them a hug or, say you congratulations. That's, can drive you, motivate you, whatever way it can, right? So that's great. Thanks for sharing this. I wish you all the best. You're saying you're running another running
thank you.
race in Berlin, and hoping that you can do in 3 hours and 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, yeah. I would like to do it.
All the very best, and hopefully your Boston qualifying run comes very soon, and then you can get to run Boston, because if you run a Boston as a Boston qualified, it's extra special to come
Yes,
in there as a
definitely.
qualified versus in other ways to get into the Boston Marathon too. Well, wish you all the best. It was great chatting with you.